Hello and welcome to COVID-19 Awareness. We have here in studio now with us Dr. Polopoy Chalau. He's the Director of Medical Services at the Paradise Private Hospital here in the nation's capital, and also a member of the COVID-19 National Response Team. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Denise, and thank you, listeners, for watching this program.
All right, so let's get straight into it, Doctor. Let's go back to the basics. If people start showing signs and symptoms of the coronavirus, such as high body temperature or dry cough or shortness of breath, sore throat even, what should they do?
Firstly, given the situation, the circumstances that we have at the moment, and with the confirmation of the second case in PNG, this poses more challenges to all of us, and particularly for those of us in the health sector, in particular trying to isolate what is COVID-19 and what is the common flu virus that we have. So that's the challenge that we face at this moment. Basically, as we know, the signs of COVID-19 and flu, they all exhibit the same signs and symptoms. And as we all have heard and seen in the media so far, anyone who's got a cough, a cold, an itchy throat, running nose, watery eyes, it can be anything.
Yes.
The common flu, or for this matter, it could be the COVID-19. But we need to, to make sure that we have the mechanism in place to diagnose and isolate and differentiate between the two.
Going back to my question,
yes.
What should they do?
Okay, if somebody has got a cold and flu symptoms, basically now with the setup of the COVID response system in place,
yes.
We advise anyone who has that to go and seek attention at a local health facility, because that will be the first place for you to go, and then they can channel you to the appropriate workstations to do the proper checks and all that. That's one. Secondly, if they don't have access to that, there is already hotline numbers that has been put out in the media,
yes.
where people can have access. And when you call those numbers, there is a response team that can attend to those calls.
Yes.
But the first thing to do would be to make yourself, for safety of the public, is to stay at home,
yes.
and then call these hotline numbers.
That's 1-800-200.
1-800-200.
All right, I think Doctor, you talk about clear some hardly kinsa lo Papua New Guinea long. I think na long nar country too long. Looking one bla money come up long house sick na talk me got fever or you got coughs or kind of sema. Inside lo Papua New Guinea too you got plenty of sick where I so kind of symptoms all same. That's all. One something by walking you me survey or talk clear straight. Or sem this la man or Mary igat this la sick COVID-19 or in English, or what ultimately raises the red flag or constitutes a person of interest for that matter.
Okay, now me just for the interest of the public, me just go back to the WHO and the National Department of Health, their response strategy, and that. Number one, I'll put in the first phase alert. Alert phase means you may not got this la COVID-19 or PNG yet. The second phase of the response is what we call containment. So how about you contain him this last sick within the country? And the third one is mitigation. Mitigation, and now you may got second case. So this is the response that now the government, the Department of Health, want them all other partners only work law concentrate law work him now. Law identify him, detect him, now work him some case detection on the clusters when I'm up by all sick come up.
All right, so Doctor, what you long talking me plan now? You long come up long is Niburitan, where you may look him all 5 place where all is stop long lockdown at the moment.
Now, so that's last stage now. I'm come up now. That's the mitigation. Only go through, find him out where the case he come now, whether he got online, only go contact 1MM now, all by trace him all.
So Doctor, this plan can come up along all Narabla province too, in an event where a person of interest is also tested positive.
I'm straight now. The same strategy now approach the national response team by using law all got have law country, so was all piney semi got outbreak law some areas law country.
Dr. Lo, side-blown testing,
Yes.
Right now, inside the country,
Yes.
you mean oklo still salim samples go to lab or you mean using penis or test kit?
You may still use sim lab yet. Test kit, come up yet.
Come yet.
So
Okay.
that's the reason why we may call some challenge lo mi pla other healthcare facilities lo using this la. So at the moment you may go by this la or some lab test all by kisim or some sample or news na throat lo mouse lo you mean a salim you go long lab lo goroka. I think one pla lo most be now by establishing one pla lo medeng as well.
Okay.
Lo confirm him this la.
All right,
These are the PNGIMR sites.
Amstrad, yes.
Yeah, so doctor, now you oklong tok long mipla. I think mipla ikisim liglik save long dysplasia mipla oklong understand him more.
Yes.
So the only way to know whether a person has COVID-19 or not
Yes.
is through testing.
Through testing. Through testing, one pla. Secondly, we talk about contact tracing, yeah. Me no sem one play stop close to or me
Yes.
expose law desla. So very important. You must understand him desla. Now desla time now. Me need him real cooperation na. Na understanding na trust blow you me or kata lo work one them or desla front line now. Sem the government na National Department of Health na all line only go pass long, time long. Detect him desla sick yeah.
All right. So doctor, time one plamani o meri kam long hausik na ikisim halivim long hausik na samples blong em o ikisim na isaligolom lab.
Yes.
Long this la time ina long time where lab results come out.
Yes.
All this blow all persons of interest or all man where all ikisim test blong on.
Yeah.
All is stop long where long this la time.
Normally the response team by go check him all na by assess him lo osem severity blo sika
Yes.
big pla or lick. Okay, one of the thing all by walking all this la test. Okay, and then so was only no sick too much or some only no got short wind or this la that's the worst part of the sika. Only got course na or so throat as all you can talk you can go to house.
Yes.
And then you self-isolate, but only record him or finish, now all by still follow him up long all. Lo desla. And then so was only sick no good, then that's the time when all by kiss him on, only go lo samla healthcare setup where only work lo set him up throughout the country. So one province, you work lo go ahead now lo set him all this la facilities, only can go na look long all,
Yes.
and then assess him all la.
Dr. Lo, side lo stop lo house or
Yes.
self-isolate.
Yeah.
What should people do when they're in self-isolation?
Okay, I think self-isolation you may talk, yeah. I think only talk of same, you keep a distance.
Yes.
But you may have a culture blow you may hard lo desla. But the message here is that time you got desla or you suspect lo desla, now you under surveillance, you must behind him desla law.
Yes.
Stop long way long all family blow you, at least you may talk here because sick here, spread loss and droplets. You cough or you sneeze or whenever, you can. So you may talk 1 meter or 2 meter apart at home or even on the street. You may must practice him this la.
No.
So you isolate him you away from the family to stay, and then you take care of yourself. Family too can look out in you. So once you go big pla, then you can go along narapla level of care
Yes.
or by look out in you.
Yeah, look, we'll go for a break now, and this conversation continues after the break. Welcome back to COVID-19 Awareness. Now, we still have Dr. Polapoy Chalau, the Director of Medical Services for Paradise Private Hospital here in studio with us. Doctor, let's continue on with the conversation. Let's take a look again on what COVID-19 is. What kind of sick am COVID-19?
Okay, thank you, Dennis. I think that's very important. I think plenty blow you must have a little background, that's like kind sick. So that you may appreciate it when I'm something, government, now all line of Department of Health, now WHO, now you may work lot time, put in effort, combat him this la. COVID-19, one virus, you may call him all coronavirus. Coronavirus, still want them you me before. But this la virus come up here, sends him or some behavior belong and long medicine, we call him osem emi mutator.
Yes.
Emi stappinis wala mutasol. Somehow emi sensim desla passing blongen na emi kama more powerful than desla coronavirus were normal virus. So emi stappinis. Okay, desla sick emi sa stablo nose na osem mouse blow yumi. So symptoms blongen time you mix him sick ya. And by causing osem you miss a cold and flu, yeah, but you got running nose, neck by sikirap, and then you know eye by red, all this lie,
Yes.
and then you may cause, but this lie, emi more deadly because emi sabe go more into the body, lo lung blow you me. So a lot of us common cold na flu, stop antablo nose.
Yes.
Now one this lie now by go lo lung. So what happen is that time this virus you may breathe in. You go lo lang blow you me, by gona, by attach him, as maritime one bla normal cells blow, body blow you me. So time me go lo lang, that's la virus here, because virus, sa like lo live long all kind, or something where emi live, whereas bacteria, you may call him virus, na bacteria, all germs, you may group them all. Germs can grow where you know got oxygen or less oxygen. But virus by survive where there is some living. So time me go long lung blow you me and me take him 1 plus cell and by multiply lo this last cell. Time me multiply and by bagarapin broke him this la 1 plus cell and then and by collapse all this la plant cells by collapse can you go long all nara plus cells lo lung blow you me. Now time only go now and only kirapim all some sick but you me short with now. That's where the worst case lo this la kind sick now. You me got course. Now you come out, you make some big plus short win. So we can now develop him you may talk pneumonia or nara plus something because gonna or some swallow lung. Plenty water by develop or some build up lo lung blow you mean you by feeling you short win you drown because plenty water come up lo lung. And then because lung blow you me center where make him oxygen, the body need him oxygen. So time oxygen, go the rest of the body because lung bagara, that's where on man you may go organ failure na or hablo body by die na you may by die lo desla. So one pla lick sick where you must play long and you must take in very serious note long and
Yes.
plenty blow you me by come out long and but plenty blow you me or sampla, particularly all this la kind of some or underlying or some medical problem. So was one like at course na short wind before or some asthma or like at big plus short wind before or we got high blood pressure, okay, and we got sick sugar diabetes. Na mi pla all age group no mi pla tu ya or some 15 or 60 and mi pla or some one or more mi pla isi lo or some kisi mo bagarablo desla. But mean to say that mi pla desla age group you young pla or some you talk you strong no got sick by can kisim you. So very important that you must behind him good all talk na when something only like him you will behind him.
Look, I think thank you through long emphasize him this talk me walk him long program long EMTV long COVID-19 long this la I think all man Mary he need lo look him seriousness long this plastic. Now nara plus something too emosem you may have him two pla all terms all use him interchangingly kind of some quarantine isolation.
Yes.
Doctor, you talk out clear lo mi pla long difference blon isla two pla words.
Now isolation and basically or some suppose you come now me play or some suspect or thing or some you buy you might gata and now me play by putting you into an area isolate means you kissing you go long one pla half where me distance him you stop close too long all nara pla all line now and then time you start isolation then you may by walking or some all test now so that's when time you gonna test the come then depending on the situation where the time of testing suppose long pla legally now only thing or some you may have it then they might all by time lo quarantine so quarantine you go lo nara pla section kena and by you under very strict observation now to make sure that tests are properly done now whether you're positive or negative but mainly if you are positive but you go under quarantine now only look you until you recover or you not recover.
Dr. Misabe, government put in plenty work penis go inside lo work blow lookout in Papua New Guinea lo this plastic lo professional opinion blow you one kind or something you may get is in place now, whether we are ready to combat this global disease, where are we at?
Okay, thank you, True. First, me like talk thank you and acknowledge him, government of the day, long when him walk him, walk him. Because you survey some health system, you me, and very weak, some plan is something heavy stuff, and you me okatai survey. So me thank him, Department of Health, WHO, want them government, Lord, there's la bold stand where Emmy walk him, Lord, put him in place, there's la all mechanism in place, Lord, isolate him so that you me by time long combat him. I think Lord, there's la sick and you me talk here. The first is prevention. So government work him all there's la law he come up here and lo prevent him, lo stop him so that you know can kiss him more on man or him there's la. So thanks to the government of the day lo work him there's la.
All right.
Okay.
Before you may go, Doctor, long side all money kisim this plastic. I think inside long Papua New Guinea you may look him osem planti line he walk long angamapi mo lo ropinis or you walk long colimol names na ibagarapi mol. How should we treat people like this? Those that are with the disease right now and who are struggling. It's not their fault, you know. We cannot put the blame on them. But how should we treat them as you know, people who have rights as anybody else and not inferior?
I think very important. I think first of all, you may talk of some sick, you know, cyber discriminating anybody.
True.
We can, all of us, even me talk here, Emmy can kiss me. So, and the virus, because you may not look him, we cannot, you may not have a by kiss him, usat. It can be any of us in the family. So with the culture, you mean a Melanesian culture, you mean must uphold him, that's la values, look out him, you mean appreciate him, you mean. Because by doing that, we work together as a community. You mean not can stigmatize him all, that's la all kind. Because only also you mean, it can happen to any one of us. So you mean work together as a team, because with the family unit, that's la strength. And by making you strong, work on them as a government, as a country, as a province, as a community, go down to place, you may work one time, you can fight in this. So you may not can discriminate him or less or online. I'm online because the impact of it too, you me as a family, but you may worry long all too. So was only lose him life. So you must value him this na look out in you me. As me talk penis, you me all gata, we are all together lo this fight.
Well, Doctor, look, this is a very strong message that all of us should take into account and do not stigmatize and discriminate these people. Any one of us is prone to catching the virus. Look, Doctor, thank you so much for joining us here in studio, and we stand in solidarity with you and the rest of the medical professionals out there in the country working right now to combat this disease.
Thank you, Denise, and thank you, listeners, for watching, and I hope this messages will help the good work that the government and the frontliners and all of us, the community, are putting to combating this last year. Thank you.
Okay. Look, for more information on COVID-19 updates in the country and what the authorities are doing, visit EMTV online and Facebook page for regular daily updates, and also join our news team for stories as they happen. Before we go, EMTV would like to thank the following partners: Protex and Telecom, whose support has made this program possible to inform, educate, make aware, prepare and update Papua New Guineans nationwide on COVID-19. Join us again at 4 p.m. and I leave you now with Reverend Pastor Joseph Walters.
Good morning. I hope you have enjoyed a very special Easter weekend so far. I want to mention to you a little bit that some of the things that are happening around the world, we see increase in natural disasters and earthquakes and all kinds of things happening around the world for so many years, and they're increasing in the number of these things happening, in its intensity and its impact around the world. And now we are confronted with this very deadly virus called coronavirus. And Jesus actually mentioned these things in Matthew 24 when his disciples came and asked him to tell them what are the signs before his return back to earth in his second coming. Then he mentions quite a number of them. There shall be wars and rumors of wars and there shall be famine, and there shall be pestilences, there shall be earthquake, there shall be persecutions. And the list is there in Matthew 24, and I think in the book of Luke as well. But he mentions one of them will be pestilences. And coronavirus that we are now confronting is a deadly virus. It is a pestilence. And Jesus tells us that this will be one of the signs of the times. Other things include there shall be offense, there shall be deception, there shall be false prophets and false Christ. And all these things in the church circles, we are fully aware are happening. And so, my friends, these are not just happening by chance. God is not taken by surprise. He knew exactly what was going to happen in our time. And be wary, prepare your life, because these are signs pointing to the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. And the big question is, are you ready to meet him when he does return the second time? God bless you.